When you look at the Middle East, you can see that actually it's not Arabs against Jews, as some of the leaders may want you to believe. It's actually extremists, very extreme organization and terrorist organization at times, against those countries that are willing to face them, to put a stop to them, and to try to build a society which has some constructive ideas rather than destructive ideas, as we're seeing from time to time. And it's really a time that we look at some of the common interests and figure out a way to cooperate both on the security level and on the economic level as well. When you look at Israel and the Palestinians and the Middle East in general, you often hear about the cycle of negotiations. You often hear about the price of peace and negotiations. You very seldom hear about the opportunities and what it is that there is to be gained, both by Israel, the Palestinians, and other countries in the region, in a way that is tangible to many of the people. When people talk about negotiations, they often talk about what it is that they have to give up. And I think it's time that we talk about what it is that we receive in return. I call it the convergence of interests because I talk about different interests in the region, different countries, each of them wanting and willing and able to receive tangible results from a settlement, from an agreement, from a peace agreement in the region between Israel and the Palestinians and between Israel and some of the other major Arab countries. Ladies and gentlemen, the Middle East is dry. Water as a tangible thing that's lacking, but also as a metaphor. It's dry. It used to be what's called the Fertile Crescent. It used to be the thriving, creative region that was sort of the heart of civilization in so many ways. Agriculture was exercised first in the Middle East. And when you have agriculture, you grow food together for a community and it allows you to do some other things. Major breakthroughs came from the Middle East in a big way. And remember that before we had countries in the region, we had very strong cities, very creative cities that were there throughout the history in various countries. And we want to bring back a lot of these capabilities. The region is thirsty for water initiatives, for agriculture initiatives, food initiatives, economic development, technology, energy, alternative energy, and it needs a broader view of some of the opportunities that could be brought together. In Arabic, you have a word that we in Israel adopted. It's called yalla, which means let's go already. Let's move. And one of the things that we are doing, sort of the next generation of entrepreneurs, of leaders in the region, we're talking and we're saying to each other, let's bring forward the power of yalla, the power of moving forward and not only hearing about what cannot be done, but hearing what can be done, one project, one cooperation after another.